Hi, my name's Amanda David. I'm a community herbalist, and I've been working for over 20 years to bring people and plants together towards healing. Everything that we're going to harvest today are weeds for our facial toner and an herbal decoction. Today we're in my garden, and all of the herbs are growing either wild or in the garden beds as weeds, and they're really common, so I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find them wherever you are. We are coming to harvest burdock, which is a wonderful plant for skin health. When we're thinking about taking care of our skin, there's things we can do externally, and then there's things that we can do internally. And burdock is one that helps our digestion to work more efficiently. And so that helps us to have clear and glowing skin. So there's definitely enough burdock root to make ourselves a nice cup of tea.
Herbalism, though it can seem intimidating if you're new to it, it is really simple. To prepare the burdock root for a decoction, which is just a simmered tea, we're going to take off the tops of the plant, and then we want to wash the roots. We're going to chop them directly into the pan that we're going to be making the decoction in. Burdock root is a really great tonic for your liver and your kidneys, and so it helps your body to process and expel waste. And if our digestion isn't doing that job efficiently, our bodies will send the waste out through our skin. So if you incorporate burdock and things to aid your digestion, it's going to have your waste eliminated through the proper channels, and it will keep your skin clear and healthy. We're going to add our water, and now we're going to go simmer it on the stove for about 20 minutes. So I think the burdock root tea is amazing and delicious. How about you try and see what you think?
Good.
We are going to make our facial toner. We're just going to chop up the herbs, and goldenrod is high in antioxidants, so it's going to help our skin cells in our face be healthy and vibrant. It will help to heal any blemishes. It's also anti-inflammatory, which is good if you have pimples or acne. Now we are going to chop up our plantain. Plantain is a plant that is a super common weed. Some folks refer to it as Band-Aid plant or boo-boo plant because it's a great plant to teach kids. So if they're on the playground and they fall and they scrape their knee, they can just take a leaf of plantain and chew it up and put it on their boo-boo. It's also really great for bee stings because plantain has a really special ability to draw things out of your skin. So it can draw out stingers, it can draw out splinters, it can draw out infection. The last plant that's going to go into our toner is yarrow. And yarrow is a really amazing wound healer. It's something that you can use on infections, cuts, scrapes, and helps to stop bleeding. But it's also just a really lovely plant to help tighten your pores and make your skin protected and strong, and also can help fight any bacteria that might be there causing acne. Okay, so now we have all of our herbs chopped and ready to go into our jar. We're just gonna put our plant material into the jar. So now we're just gonna add the apple cider vinegar. And why we use apple cider vinegar for a toner is because actually even without being infused in herbs, apple cider vinegar is really healing and great for your skin. It's antibacterial, so again, it's gonna help with any acne or blemishes. We're just gonna poke it down a little so that the apple cider vinegar is covering the top of the herbs. Because it's in apple cider vinegar, vinegar actually will corrode metal. So we're just gonna line our lid with a little bit of parchment paper, and that's that. We'll let this sit for a couple of weeks. We'll give it a little shake every day just to keep the apple cider vinegar moving around the plant material. And then in a couple of weeks, we'll be able to strain it and use our toner. We want to just give the plants a little gentle massage to get all of the goodness out of the plants. The only thing left to do is dilute it and put it into our toner bottle. I like to dilute it about half and half with water. And that's something that you can kind of play around with to get the measurement that feels good for you and your skin. And depending on kind of how sensitive your skin is, will determine how much water you want to put in. Also, if you have more oily skin, you'd want to have more vinegar compared to water. Then we're gonna just put on our spray cap. And that's it. We have our amazing herb-infused facial toner. Amazing. Thank you all so much for coming in my yard today and coming in my home to create this beautiful skincare ritual.
For folks who are watching who haven't worked with herbs before, it's always really important if you're going to go and harvest herbs to make sure you know 100% that you're harvesting the correct herb. Also, if you're trying an herb for the first time, it's always good to start really slowly and in a small area. Just put it on a little bit of your skin first before spraying it all over your face. And of course, if you have any questions, you should always reach out to your healthcare provider.